In this video, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what is changing on the CISM exam on June 1st, 2022. So the CISM exam is changing, meaning it is a new curriculum, and ISACA does this on average every 5 years. So the last exam update was in 2017, now we have one in 2022, and unless something drastically changes, the next one is going to be 2027. At a high level, what changes is the curriculum and the domain weights. What doesn't change is the exam format. And let's look a little bit more at what is changing. So if you take the exam before June 1st, 2022, you'll obviously have the old curriculum, the old domains. If you take it after June 1st, new curriculum, new domain weights. And the change really is minor, but it is also major in some ways. It's minor because there's very little added content. It is some topics being moved from one domain to other domains. There's a heavy change on the domain weights. If you look down here at the bottom, you can see that the first two domains in the old version, the 2017 version, makes up 54% of the questions. Now, if you look over on the right, you see after June 1st, they only make up 37%. So only a third. And that really is the change. The CISM exam is going to get slightly more technical, and it's going to focus more on management and tactical approaches, and it's going to shift some of the focus away from governance. The first two domains were very governance heavy. The last two domains are more management and tactical approaches. And it sort of makes sense to me. It is a certified information security manager, not governance, right? So it makes sense for me to move the focus more towards management and less governance. That being said, governance is still important, just slightly less. Now, since it is 5 years since they updated the exam last, there will of course be new topics. Information security has changed a lot in those years. And then with the change going more tactical, more management, more technical, there are also some topics that you'll see on the new exam that we don't have in the old one. Stuff like the NIST cybersecurity framework or DevOps or DevSecOps. Not major changes, but still new topics. So personally, I think the change is good. We're updating the content because the exam is 5 years old, and we're switching the focus more towards management, tactical, technical details, and slightly away from governance, which is what a management exam should do. So from my point of view, excellent update. Now the format and everything around the exam does not change. It is still 150 questions. You have 3 hours to answer those questions. You can still review the questions. You can either take the test in person in a testing center, or you can use remote proctoring from home, from your work, or from wherever you want. All the questions on the exam are multiple choice with 4 answer options, A, B, C, D. You need to pick the most right answer in this scenario from the right point of view. Now to answer the question, what should I do for study materials? And it really depends on where you are in your studying and which materials you have already. If you don't have any, well then get the CISM AIO book as soon as it is available. And if at the time when you watch this video it is not available, well then get the official CISM study book. Regardless of when you watch this, get the CISM QAE questions, explanations, answers. It is critical to passing your CISM exam. They are retired questions, so you won't see them on the exam, but they will teach you exactly how ISACA asks the questions and how they want them answered. You learn the ISACA logic, which is so critical to pass your exam. So get the official CISM QAE questions, get either the CISM AIO book all in one. If that's not out yet, well then get the official study guide. If you have the old versions, you are probably okay. But just keep in mind the focus has changed slightly. It is slightly more technical, it is slightly more management and tactical focused, and slightly less governance. And then of course, you need a great CISM video course. My CISM video courses are being updated, and all the updates are being done in place. Meaning if you already have my courses or you're buying now, you'll get the update for free as soon as it is available. Now for the next question, when is it ready? I honestly don't know, but it should be before the exam changes. Since I'm still recording, I'm still making slides, I'm still researching, it's a moving target, but realistically it should be done before June 1st, 2022. Thank you for being here, and I hope I've been able to answer some of the questions you have in regards to the exam and curriculum changes for the system on June 1st, 2022. If not, feel free to reach out and ask me any questions you have. Thank you for being here, and have a wonderful day.